right now on Denver 7 News. Who wants to be a billionaire? You still have a chance to win big. Why you may want to buy your ticket now, entering tomorrow's Powerball jackpot drawing after no one won this weekend. Election day is on Tuesday. We're breaking down the most important national and state races, ballot initiatives, and election security efforts you need to know about. Time is running out for you to voice your opinion on Denver Metro public transit. The deadline today as RTD considers a spike in rider fees. Coloradans getting one more hour of sleep this morning as clocks fell back. Why we made the change after Governor Polis signed a law to keep us on daylight saving time. Good morning. I'm Jessica Crawford. Welcome to Denver 7 News. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. We're taking a live look outside at the Denver skyline right here at 7 a.m. as you're waking up on your Sunday morning. Really just gorgeous out there. Always pretty as a picture when we're seeing that sun come up behind the buildings there. Stacey Donaldson is joining us this morning, tracking our forecast for the week ahead. Stacey.
Looks pretty good. We're going to be a little cooler this afternoon as compared to those 60s we had yesterday. We're starting out in the 30s, of course, a beautiful sunrise, and our winds out of the south-southeast are about 11 miles an hour. It looks very wintry up at Winter Park, where we do have some snow coming down, and the roads are covered here in snowfall. Here for the Front Range, we have partly cloudy skies. We'll see more clouds as we go through the rest of today. Temperatures in the 30s at this point, and up in the mountains 20s and 30s as well. Winter weather advisory here for northwestern Colorado, and that will extend through the day today. We're expecting more snow to fall up into the afternoon. I also wanted to point out we're seeing some light snow up into northeastern Colorado, so along the 76 corridor up towards Sterling. Your out the door forecast this morning, temperatures in the 30s and 40s early on. We'll be up to 49 degrees by noon, with highs expected in the 50s today.
New overnight, we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see if someone wins that record high Powerball jackpot. Yesterday's drawing for the record prize did not have a winner. So according to the California Lottery Association, the jackpot is estimated at $1.9 billion. Powerball says that is the world's largest lotto prize ever offered. The next drawing will be tomorrow night. Also new overnight, the Houston Astros are the new World Series champions, beating out the Phillies with a 4-1 victory in Game 6 last night. After falling behind early in the best-of-7 series, the Astros just came roaring back with 3 straight wins, including the second no-hitter in World Series history during Game 4. This is the team's second World Series title in 6 years.
Insane. We were on the edge of our seats, up and down. Jordan crushed it to the moon and brought home the World Championship. The World Series runs through Houston. Houston versus all y'all.
Some say the Astros have played with a chip on their shoulders after an MLB investigation found that the team had illegally used technology to steal opposing team signs during their 2017 championship season. The MLB fined the Astros $5 million and stripped them of their draft picks. Some of the key Senate races that could decide the fate of our country are tightening as Election Day is just 2 days away now. Candidates across the country are racing to the finish line. They're trying to get out the vote. ABC's Ty Hernandez reports on where President Biden is headed today.
With days until Tuesday's midterm elections, candidates in key races that could decide the balance of power in the Senate making their pitch to voters. In the battleground state of Arizona, the race between Democratic Senator Mark Kelly and Trump-backed Republican challenger Blake Masters tightening.
Do we think the red wave is dead?
Here's the thing that worries me the most, by far, and that's our democracy.
On Saturday in Pennsylvania, President Biden and former President Barack Obama reuniting in Philadelphia in support of John Fetterman.
Truth and facts and logic and reason and basic decency are on the ballot. Democracy itself is on the ballot. The stakes are high.
Former President Trump also in the Keystone State, campaigning for Republican Dr. Mehmet Oz.
If you want to stop the destruction of our country and save the American dream, then this Tuesday you must vote Republican in a giant red wave.
tight Senate races also in Nevada, Georgia, and Washington, with Republicans hoping to oust incumbent Democrats. Meantime, President Biden visiting New York today. He'll be at Sarah Lawrence College, north of Manhattan, campaigning with Governor Kathy Hochul. Ty Hernandez, ABC News, New York.
Colorado voters, if you still need help filling out your ballot or you want to learn more about the questions being asked, visit our full election guide on Denver7.com. You can also watch our in-depth election stories on the free Denver7 Plus app. Well, you might have enjoyed 1 extra hour of sleep today as clocks went back an hour at 2 this morning, but there is a growing debate across the country on whether we should continue this practice year after year. Denver7's Brandon Richard is live with why it's not as easy as Colorado just passing a law like it did this past summer.
Yeah, that's right, Jessica. And even though we got an extra hour of sleep last night, or hopefully you were able to get an extra hour of sleep last night, many people hope that this is the last time that we'll have to fall back here in Colorado, but that may not be the case. Now, you might remember earlier this year, Governor Polis signed a bill into law that would make daylight saving time permanent. But there's a catch. In order for that law to go into effect, 2 things would have to happen. The federal government would have to pass a law allowing states the option to do so, and at least 4 other states in the Mountain Time Zone would also have to choose year-round daylight saving time. So far, neither of those things have happened. Now, we spoke with State Representative Kathy Kipp, who sponsored the Colorado law. She says the benefits of year-round daylight saving time go beyond sleep.
The claim is that if you have more light in the evening, right, like we do in our summers, people tend to be out dining and shopping, health, exercise, right? People can get out of their homes and ride their bikes or go for walks or whatever it is they want to do in the evening when it's not so dark.
Now, people opposed to making daylight saving time permanent say that it would lead to children having to walk to school or wait on the school bus in the dark in the morning. And like with most things, Congress can't seem to agree. The Senate passed a bill to make daylight saving time permanent, but that bill has stalled in the House. We're live in Denver this morning. Brandon Richard, Denver 7.
Brandon, thank you. Well, if you ride RTD buses or trains, today is your last day to weigh in on a new pricing plan. So there are 2 ideas here. One, which cuts the 3-hour ticket price by 25 to 50 cents and monthly prices by 20%. The second, simplifying fares, making them $3 for local and regional tickets and cutting monthly prices.
People have often told us that they want things to be simpler and easier to comprehend. We're taking all the feedback that we receive and we're looking at all of it very carefully. People can be assured that anything they tell us is coming in, it is being reviewed. We do take it very seriously. We do encourage people to let us know what they think. This is important and we know that it affects people.
You can learn more and give your feedback on RTD's website. The holiday season is almost upon us. How the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is preparing now for the show to go on no matter the weather on Turkey Day. But first, you know you're following a public figure on Twitter because of the blue check mark next to their name. Well, now you could buy one for yourself. Why this plan could create trouble ahead of election season.